Okay, so get this. Ready for today's deep dive?
Always. Lay it on me.
OnlyFans, right?
Okay, getting spicy already.
So this OnlyFans star, Lily Phillips, she's trying to, sleep with 1,000 men in 24 hours.
Whoa. Okay, that's ambitious.
You think that's wild?
Yeah, kinda.
Wait till you hear what the doctors are saying about this.
Uh-oh.
We've got some snippets from an article all about Phillips and her, I guess you could call it a challenge.
Yeah.
And this doctor, Dr. Zac Turner from City, he's basically saying, whoa, hold up, this is really dangerous.
So it's a record she's going for. Is this an actual thing?
Yeah, she's trying to break a record.
Yeah.
But she's not, totally new to this whole...
putting up big numbers.
Yeah. She's already apparently slept with 101 men in 14 hours.
101 in 14 hours. Okay.
She described it as like a conveyor belt, basically. Just stopping for, quick showers and then back to it.
That's a lot of showers. A lot of anything.
And now she wants to, more than double that. It's insane.
Yeah, that's going to take a toll on the body.
Right. And the thing is, it's not like a spur-of-the-moment thing. She's been, training for this, actually training.
Training, like an athlete.
Yeah, she's prepping for a marathon or something. But is that even, enough? Can you even train for that?
Well, this doctor, Dr. Turner, he's saying it's like running a marathon but without any training.
Ouch.
He's saying the body, can't handle that. It's guaranteed to suffer. And he's talking, serious stuff, not just, oh, I'm sore. Bruising, tearing, total exhaustion, the whole 9 yards.
So on one hand, you've got ambition. On the other,
Potential disaster.
yeah. What makes someone push themselves like that? Even when experts are telling them it's dangerous.
Is it just about the record?
The current record is held by Lisa Sparks, I think, since 2004. It was 919 men.
Wow. So she's really trying to smash that. But yeah, is it all about the record or is there something, I don't know, deeper going on?
Some kind of psychological thing.
Yeah, think about ultra marathon runners or those Ironman triathlons. There's something in their heads that just keeps them going.
Pushing limits.
Proving something. Or maybe it's chasing that feeling,
Yeah.
The high of achieving something huge.
And she knows it's going to hurt. She actually said on, I think it was a podcast, that she expects to be sore towards the end, but she's determined to push through it.
Wow.
She even said, I've got the right determination to push on. She's acknowledging the pain.
And choosing to ignore it. That's some serious willpower.
Or maybe something else.
Yeah, there's got to be a mental component here. It's the mind can justify anything if it wants to, right?
Makes you think.
We convince ourselves we're different, that the rules don't apply.
Invincible.
But the body has limits, and this doctor is saying pushing those limits like this, well, there are going to be consequences, maybe big ones. And that's what's interesting, right? The doctor, he's not saying sex is bad.
Right.
He's saying too much of a good thing.
You could have too much.
It's think about it, like food. You eat, it's enjoyable, your body needs it.
Sure.
But if you just kept eating and eating and eating...
You get sick.
Exactly. Your body can only handle so much. It's the same with anything.
So he's saying, at some point, it flips.
Yeah. It goes from being healthy, enjoyable, to being something that could actually hurt you.
So we keep talking about the physical risks.
Right.
But what about, the mental side of this?
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine to even, try something like this?
It's mind-boggling, the mental strength that would take. It's like those other extreme things we talked about, those races, the triathlons. It's not even the same.
How so?
This is a very personal thing, right? Sex, it's usually about connection, pleasure, but she's turning it into this test.
With endurance.
Yeah, and willpower, I guess, makes you wonder, at what point does it stop being about achieving something and it becomes, I don't know, hurting yourself?
It's a good question. And it makes you think about, the bigger picture. We're always told to push harder, do more, be better.
Right. Achieve, achieve, achieve.
But when does that become, too much? When is it not good for us anymore?
It's a tough one. It's everywhere, that message. It's motivating, sure, but it can get out of control.
Do you think the internet makes it worse?
Oh, absolutely.
This whole need to, show off?
Yeah, social media, people can put their whole lives out there for everyone to see. And for some people, it's they need that attention. They need those likes, those views. And that drives them to do more and more extreme things.
So it's not even about the record, really.
For some people, maybe not. Maybe it's about that attention.
A spectacle.
Yeah. It's they're performing for everyone online.
And this Lisa Sparks, the one with the record now, she's talked about how much pain she was in for like a week afterwards.
Yeah.
So even if this Phillips woman succeeds, there's a price to pay.
There's always a price. And sometimes the price is higher than we think.
So we've been talking about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Lily Phillips and her attempt to sleep with 1,000 men in a day.
It's a lot to unpack.
What are, like, the biggest takeaways here?
I keep coming back to the ambition, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she's obviously driven. She's willing to push herself. But there's that other side of it. The health risks, what that doctor was saying, it makes you think, how far is too far?
It's not just about her, though, right?
No, definitely not. It's this whole idea in her culture, like, you've got to be the best, push harder, go further.
And sometimes that can be dangerous.
Exactly. And that's the tricky part, isn't it? Figuring out where that line is. When does ambition become something that could hurt you?
It's like, yeah, push yourself, challenge yourself. But
Yeah.
is there a point where it's just, like, reckless?
Yeah, and who gets to decide that? I mean, we all have our own limits, right?
So we should all just, like, listen to our bodies.
I think that's a good place to start. And listen to the experts.
The doctors and, yeah.
Because pushing yourself is one thing, but if you're ignoring what your body's telling you, or what the people who know are telling you,
You could get in trouble.
it's not worth it. No goal is worth risking your health for.
That's true.
So maybe the real challenge isn't, breaking records or doing these crazy things. Maybe it's figuring out how to push yourself, but in a way that's healthy, that's safe.
Sustainable.
Yeah, exactly. Finding that balance. Because ultimately, I think we all want to achieve things,
Or if
right?
we want to feel good about ourselves.
Yeah, but feeling good shouldn't come at the cost of your well-being.
So it's more about knowing yourself.
Knowing yourself, knowing your limits. And I guess that's something we all have to figure out on our own.
Right. And I guess that's where we leave it for today. But it's something to think about, right?
Definitely.
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
What's a challenge and what's just, I don't know, too risky? Something to think about.